This is Hillbillies in the Bush, and I got a package in the mail today, or the other day I guess it was. My first Mora knife. Now, we bought the kids' knives. We got the 511, I believe they were called. And one of them, he had it outside, and the neighborhood buddies were out playing, and one of them swiped one of his knives. So Ryan doesn't have one, but Alex has still got his. My wife, I got her one just like this one, and I liked it so well I told her that I wanted me one, so I went and got this one. What this is a Mora Clipper 840 MG carbon steel blade. I believe it's called the Companion, but on the back here on this tag they call it a Clipper 840 MG. And just to give you an idea, I really like their sheath. I like their little logo they got on there. That's pretty cool. It's just a Kydex sheath, pretty heavy duty. It's got this little thumb thing right here. There you can see it. And that's for sitting there and pushing off to get your knife out. It's got a belt clip, as you can see here. It's got this little circle slidey thing here, and I believe if you had a stud, some kind of round stud on your belt, you could snap that on there and it'd slide up into that, and it would allow the knife to swing around. Just out of the box, of course, you know, these are relatively cheap. I can't remember exactly what you paid for it, but as you can see, it's got a really nice finish on it. Really nice finish. Of course, it's a Scandi grime. Really nice. The handle has this black. It's almost like Kraton. I've got an SRK, and I was kind of doing a thumb test on this versus the Kraton, and it's almost identical to Kraton. The sticky rubber, it'll dent a little bit for shock and cushion. It's got an excellent, as you can see, it sticks out, so it's got an excellent grip to it. A few things about these knives are, and all of them's been like this that I've seen. But now, I'm not going to knock this knife. I've used these knives. I mean, I've used them, and we're going to be using this one here, doing some testing, batoning, stuff out in the bush. The boys will get in on that. Use these knives a lot, or quite a bit, not as much as a lot of people. Great cutters, good steel. I even watched a destruction test on one of these knives on the internet. A guy he done destruction tests on all kinds of knives, and that Mora knife that he tried to destroy just literally giving fits. But he kept working at it and beat it up finally. But anyway, one of the things I've noticed on these knives, and like I say, I'm not knocking the knife, because guys, for the money, nobody's going. And I make knives, so I know for the money, I can't make this knife. As cheap as these things are, and as durable as they are, and the good steel that they have in them, the only thing I see on these knives, and it's so high quality on the finish, it just surprises me that the one thing that they would leave would be the stamp on this edge. If you can see the back of this knife, and I'll try and get it in the light, you see how that's roughed up? That's where they stamp these blades out, and that's a sheared edge right there. Well, when they stamp the blades out, now you notice how beautiful finish that's got on there, if the light will catch it. But yet this edge right here is rolled, and it's been stamped, and it's got that rough finish in there. I know one pass on a belt sander, one pass across through there would clean that up. But there again, it's going to add more labor to the knife. The knife will have to go up in price. So I can't knock that, you know what I mean? Even though everything else is gorgeous, and they spend a lot of time getting a finish and everything on there, it just seems kind of funny that they would leave that sheared edge right there. But that's alright. I've got a belt sander, and I know how to fix that. One or two passes across there will fix that right up. There's going to be some modifications I'm going to do to this knife, and that's one of them right there. I'm going to flatten this out with my belt sander so that I can use it to scrape or to strike a ferrocerium rod off of. But I've got another mod that I'm going to do to this knife, and I've checked it out, and it looks very feasible to do. And it probably voids any kind of warranty, but I'm not looking for a warranty, because I know this knife under reasonable duress and stress of use will hold up to anything I want to give it. Now, if you start trying to destroy it, there's a good chance you'll do it. I've watched guys take chunks of oak and beat these knives straight into another I mean, clear into here. Couldn't even get the thing out, and they were standing, jumping up and down on it, trying to break these knives. That's abuse. I mean, you're not going to do something like that. But anyway, this is the, see if I can get their little logo right there, if it'll focus for you. Mora knife, made in Sweden, carbon steel model. We'll be doing more, like I say, we'll be doing more testing of this knife and putting it through its paces to show you feather sticks, maybe do a little batoning with it. Let the boys get in on that, and I'll show you the mods once I get them finished. And it's just a couple mods I want to do to this knife. But check out their website, guys. If you go on Mora, K-N-I-V, and run a search for that, you'll come into their website, and they will have a bunch of knives. They've actually got a bushcraft. If I would have seen that before I bought this one, I might have got those bushcraft. They got a bushcraft knife that has a ferrocerium rod up here, and I think it's on this. It might be on the front. They've got a stone built into the sheath. So the ferrocerium rod and the sharpening stone would definitely be a plus to this knife, because, you know, with this knife and the ferrocerium rod, you've got pretty much fire if you've done it enough and you know what you're doing. A good sharpening stone on here, and you can always keep your more sharp in the field. I carry that stuff in the field with me anyway, but having it fixed to a knife is a great benefit in my book. So any questions or comments, guys? And these things are sharp right out of the box. Now I will be sharpening it up some more, because even though it'll shave you right now, there's no doubt about it, I'll go ahead and put that edge right up to snuff the way I like it when we go testing it out. But like I say, they are razor sharp. They will cut paper right out of the box, which surprises me that, you know, they can put a great finish on a knife like that. And most of your knives coming out from the stores, they're just not, I mean, they're sharp, but they're just not right there to, you know, razor scary sharp. And these knives get that way. Okay, guys, that's all I got to say on this one. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll try to get back with you on it. And the next videos you'll probably see is me and the boys out in the woods playing around with this one. And the one Alex has got, he's got one that's used, 511 I think it is. It's already got a patina on the blade and everything else, naturally. But alright, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.